We are going to have three major paradigm changes in this industry. The first is the change from cold air cooling to hot water cooling. The second is the transition from performance focus to efficiency focus. And the third change is a change from areal scaling of transistors into volumetric density scaling. So the first change is about cooling. When we see a processor, it's a very small object with 1 gram silicon, and the cooler that is needed to cool this is 1 kilogram, a million times larger than the transistors that it cools. And we're going to reduce the size of the cooler by introducing water cooling, and the water cooler is a lot smaller. You see, very, very small. And this is going even further, so we are going to shrink the size of the water cooler while still increasing the performance so that it fits into the processor chip. This allows us then to shrink the size of the system by almost 1 million, so that we can shrink one rack into a sugar cube, 1 cubic centimeter. And this increases the efficiency because it reduces the communication distances by a large factor. And currently in a computer, communication dominates over computation. And we are going to do that to a very limit, and to do so we need to also improve the supply of energy into the chip stack, and we're doing that by electrochemical power supply, a concept known as electronic blood. The most immediate application is the introduction of water cooling, hot water cooling, as you see here in this example. This is a hot water cooled blade where we have water coming in and cooling the processors and the main memory, as well as the daughter cards and all major components. This helps us to reduce the energy consumption in a data center by 40% by eliminating the need for a heat pump, and we can sell the heat and thereby reduce the overall energy cost by a factor of 3. So the change of the CIO is that he has to prepare his data center for that he can accept the hot water cooling concept. So that means the piping has to be adjusted to allow a second cooling loop. And of course, he has to think about the total cost of ownership and not about the separate energy cost and hardware cost. The long-term vision is that the trend that the industry sees today, the continuous improvement of performance, is going to be different, but it will keep on for at least 15 years. And the main driver will be a volumetric densification of the system, so computers will become smaller and more efficient.